ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಶುಭೋದಯ. ಮೈಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಎಂ ವಿ ತುಬ್ಚಿ, ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಷನ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್, SJPN Trust Polytechnic, Nidsoshi. Second semester Electronics and Communication Engineering course Basics of Semiconductor Devices, Unit 4 Special Semiconductor Devices. Now we are discussing about the question paper questions along with answers. First question, explain the working principle of UJT with a neat diagram. Figure shows the equivalent circuit of UJT. Now we are discussing about the working principle of UJT. The supply voltage VBB is connected between B1 and B2, while variable emitter VE is applied to emitter. The VE is used to forward bias the diode. The voltage drop across diode is VD. When VE is less than the voltage VP equal to eta VBB plus VD, the diode is reversed biased, where VRB1 equal to eta VBB. When VE is greater than the voltage VP equal to eta VBB plus VD, the diode becomes forward biased and RE starts flowing. Thus UJT is turned on. The voltage at which UJT is turned on is denoted as VP, given by VP equal to eta VBB plus VD. It is called peak point voltage. The UJT acts as a switching device, that is, it can be turned on applying a positive pulse and turned off by applying a negative pulse at its emitter. Second question, describe the construction of UJT. Figure shows UJT symbol and construction. Now we are discussing about the construction of UJT. A UJT is a three-terminal semiconductor switching device. It has base 1, that is P1, base 2, B2, and emitter E terminals. It has only one PN junction and hence it is called unijunction transistor. It consists of lightly doped N-type silicon bar to which base 1 and base 2 terminals are attached. A heavily doped P-type semiconductor is alloyed to the N-type bar as indicated in figure. The P-type region is called emitter. Therefore, a PN junction is formed between P-type emitter and N-type base. From the figure, it may be noted that the emitter P region is more nearer to the base 2 rather than base 1. Third question, sketch and discuss VI characteristics of UJT. In the figure, it consists of three regions: cutoff region, negative resistance region, saturation region. Now we are discussing about the VI characteristics of UJT. The VI characteristics of UJT is drawn by taking emitter voltage VE along y-axis and emitter current IE along x-axis as shown in figure. Initially, in the cutoff region, as VE increases from 0, slight leakage current flows from terminal B2 to emitter. Above a certain value of VE, forward emitter current IE begins to flow, increasing until peak voltage VP and IP are reached at peak point. After the peak point P, an attempt to increase VE is followed by a sudden increase in emitter current IE with a corresponding decrease in VE. This is a negative resistance region portion of the curve because with increase in IE, VE decreases. The negative portion of the curve lasts until a valley point V is reached with valley point voltage VV and valley point current IV. After the valley point, the device is driven to saturation region. Next question. List the applications of UJT. UJT is used in relaxation oscillator. It is used in sawtooth waveform generator. It is used as switching device. UJT is used triggering of other devices like SCR and TRIAC in timing circuits, in voltage sensing circuits, in phase control circuits. Fifth question. Explain the construction of SCR. The figure shows the symbol and structure of SCR. The SCR is a 4-layered, 3 junctions and 3 terminal semiconductor device. SCR is composed of PNP and NPN transistors are connected back to back. Its symbol and structure are as shown in figure. The construction of SCR. It consists of 3 terminals: anode, cathode, gate. Now we are discussing about the construction of SCR. The SCR is a 4-layer PNPN device where P and N layers are alternatively arranged. The outer layers are heavily doped. There are 3 PN junctions called J1, J2 and J3. The outer P layer is called anode while outer N layer is called cathode. Middle P layer is called gate. The 3 terminals are taken out respectively from these layers as shown in figure. Anode must be positive with respect to cathode to the forward bias the SCR, but this is not sufficient criterion to turn SCR on. To make it on, a current is to be passed through the gate terminal denoted as Ig. Thus, it is a current operated device. The fifth question. Explain the principle of operation of SCR. The figure shows the circuit diagram of SCR. Now we are discussing about the principle of operation of SCR. When anode is made positive with respect to cathode, when junctions J1 and J3 are forward biased, while J2 is reverse biased with depletion region around J2. Only leakage current flows, which is very small. The SCR is off and forward blocking state of SCR. The corresponding voltage is called forward voltage. If the anode to cathode voltage is increased to a sufficient large value, the reverse biased junction J2 will break down and large current flows from anode to cathode. This large voltage is called forward breakover voltage VBO. Now the SCR is said to be on. Once the SCR turns on, it behaves like a conducting diode and there is no control over the device. SCR can also be turned on by applying small gate current Ig. If the cathode is made positive with respect to anode, the junctions J1 and J3 are reversed biased while J2 is forward biased. The SCR is said to be in off state or reverse blocking state. Sixth question. Explain the VI characteristics of SCR. The figure shows the VI characteristics of SCR. Now we are discussing about the VI characteristics of SCR. Forward characteristics. It shows a forward blocking region when Ig equal to 0. It also shows that when forward voltage increases up to VBO, the SCR turns on and high current results. The current must be limited only by the external resistance in series with a device. If the forward current falls below the level of holding current IH, when the depletion region begins to develop around J2 and device goes into the forward blocking region. When SCR is turned on from off state, the resulting forward current is called latching current IL. The latching current is slightly higher than the holding current. Reverse characteristics. If the anode to cathode voltage is reversed, then the device enters into the reverse blocking region. The current is slightly small and practically neglected. If the reverse voltage is increased, similar to the diode, at a particular value, avalanche breakdown occurs and a large current flows through the device. This is called reverse breakdown, and the voltage at which this happens is called reverse breakdown voltage VBR. The forward breakover voltage VBR is greater than reverse breakover voltage. Next question. List the applications of SCR. Now we are discussing about the applications of SCR. SCR can be used in regulated power supplies, in motor speed control circuits, in inverter circuits, that is DC to AC converters, in chopper circuits, that is DC to DC converters, in heat control circuits, controlled rectifiers, AC voltage stabilizers, as a switch. Dimmer starts to control light intensity. Eighth question. Explain the working principle of diac. The figure shows diac circuit and the VI characteristics of diac. Now we are discussing about the working principle of diac. When a positive or negative voltage is applied across the terminals of a diac, a small leakage current IBO will flow through the device. As the applied voltage is increased, the leakage current will continue to flow until the voltage reaches the breakover voltage VBO. At this voltage, avalanche breakdown occurs. Thereby, the current through the diac increases. The device is said to be on. Positive VBO and negative VBO are the breakdown voltages in either direction. The VBO of diac ranges between 30 volt to 50 volt. Figure shows the VI characteristics of diac. Next question. List the applications of diac. Triggering of triac, motor speed control, temperature control, light dimming circuit in air conditioning and cooking and other domestic applications. Next question. Explain the working principle of triac. A figure shows the circuit diagram of triac. Now we are discussing about the working principle of triac. A figure shows the simple triac circuit. With switch is open, there will be no gate current and the triac is cut off. Even with no gate current, the triac can be turned on provided the supply voltage becomes equal to the breakover voltage of triac. When switch is closed, the gate current starts flowing in the gate terminal. The breakover voltage of the triac can be varied by making proper gate current to flow. The triac will start conducting whether terminal MT2 is positive or negative with respect to MT1. If terminal MT2 is positive with respect to MT1, the triac turns on and the conventional current will flow from MT2 to MT1. If the terminal MT2 is negative with respect to MT1, the triac again turn on, but this time the conventional current will flows from MT1 to MT2. Next question. Sketch and discuss VI characteristics of triac. The figure shows the VI characteristics of triac. Now we are discussing about the VI characteristics of triac. The figure shows the VI characteristics of triac. Since triac consists of two SCRs connected in anti-parallel, the characteristics of triac are similar to SCR. In the first quadrant, when MT2 is positive with respect to MT1, the triac can be triggered on by the application of a positive gate voltage. In the third quadrant, when MT2 is negative with respect to MT1, the triac can be triggered on by the application of a negative gate voltage. The supply voltage at which the triac is turned on depends upon the gate current. The greater the gate current, the smaller the supply voltage at which the triac is turned on. Next question, list the applications of triac. Motor speed regulator, in light dimmer circuit, in temperature control, in phase control circuit, in liquid level control, in power switches, as a triggering device for SCRs, AC voltage stabilizers, proximity detector circuit. Next question is, compare SCR and triac. Figure shows the symbol of SCR, the symbol of triac. SCR is unidirectional device, triac is bidirectional device. The terminals are called anode cathode due to unilateral property. Triac, the terminals are called MT1 and MT2 with gate. The SCR, the gate current can be only in positive direction to turn on SCR. The triac conducts for both directions of the gate. The characteristics are lying in first quadrant only, hence non-symmetrical. In triac, the characteristics are lying in first and third quadrant and are symmetrical. SCR is used for triggering UJT. The triac is used for triggering diac. Now applications. In regulated power supplies, in motor speed control, in inverter circuit, in chopper circuits, in heat control circuits, controlled rectifiers. The applications of triac: motor speed regulator, in light dimmer circuit, in temperature control, in phase control circuit, in liquid level control, in power switches. Now we are discussing about the outline symbols of different diodes. The table shows the name of the diode and symbol of diode. The first one is UJT. The UJT consists of three terminals: emitter, base 1, base 2. The second one is SCR. SCR consists of three terminals: anode, cathode, gate. The diac. The diac consists of two terminals: A1, A2. Fourth one, triac. It consists of three terminals: MT1, MT2 and gate. The fifth one is varactor diode. It consists of two terminals: anode and cathode. It is having parallel plate capacitor. The sixth one, tunnel diode. It consists of two terminals: anode and cathode. The seventh one, gun diode. It consists of two terminals: anode and cathode. Eighth one, pin diode. It consists of two terminals: anode and cathode. Ninth one, Schottky diode. It consists of two terminals: anode and cathode. Next question, list the applications of gun diode and Schottky diode. Now we are discussing about the applications of gun diode. in oscillators for radio communications, in oscillators for military and commercial radar sources, as sensors for detecting velocity, direction, or fluid levels, in alarms and police radars, in wireless local area networks, used in gun oscillators to generate the frequencies ranges from 5 GHz to 35 GHz. Now we are discussing about the applications of Schottky diode. As a switching device in computers, in clipping and clamping circuits, mixers and detectors in communication circuits, in analog to digital converters, in rectifiers at high signal frequencies, in radar systems, high speed TTL logic circuits. Thank you.